Hello parents and teachers, Scott Postma here for Kepler Education to talk about our upcoming academic calendar. As most are aware, a calendar is a way of marking time by reference to important events in our lives. What many may not immediately recognize, however, is the way in which a calendar is liturgical. The word liturgy comes from the medieval Latin liturgia, meaning public service or public worship, and the Latin word is derived from a similar Greek word, liturgia, meaning a public duty or ministry. Understanding the etymology of the word, we can easily see how we talk about liturgy practiced in our faith traditions, liturgical prayers, and the liturgical calendar of the Christian Church. Using a liturgical calendar that marks time by reference to the life of Christ has very deep roots in early Christianity, and it has been a tradition most Christians have followed up until the modern epoch. Following or at least recognizing the liturgical calendar not only connects us to Christians from the past, it also demonstrates the catholicity of the Church as we mark time together with believers from other traditions. Like liturgical prayers or church liturgies and formal worship, a liturgical calendar shapes our common thinking about the way we should live and worship together by marking time according to those most important events surrounding the life of Christ. Now this leads me to briefly mention the modern secular calendar. A cursory look at that calendar shows us what is important for the American civic life by marking time according to the priorities of the state. For example, Memorial Day or Veterans Day and Labor Day. We can even see how a society seeks to reshape its cultural identity by changing the days it marks as important. The most stark example in recent decades is the shift from celebrating Columbus Day to celebrating Martin Luther King Jr. Day. Calendars both reflect and shape our corporate cultural values. And that finally brings me to the most important point of this video, a change in the Kepler calendar this fall that will mark time in a way that better reflects our values as a classical Christian education platform that serves homeschooling families. Mark Twain once said that the only people who like change are wet babies. So I want you to know in advance that I recognize a change in our academic calendar this fall may seem a little inconvenient for a few, though I doubt it will be much inconvenience for most. Nevertheless, the benefits I believe this change will bring along with the message it communicates about our values are incomparable to the potential slight inconvenience. So here it is. Beginning with the fall 2022 academic year, Kepler classes will commence 2 weeks earlier, beginning the week of August 22nd instead of the week of September 5th, as we've done in previous years. This 2 week earlier start time will afford at least 3 benefits. The first benefit is to allow the first semester of classes to be completed before students and teachers go on Christmas break instead of 2 weeks after they come back. Every student will immediately recognize the relief and joy that will bring. The second benefit is an extension of the Christmas break from 2 weeks to 3 weeks long. 2 weeks at the end of December and the first full week of the new year. The third benefit will be a 2-week spring break that starts the week before Easter and concludes the week after Easter. And classes will still finish the second week of May as they have in previous years. Once again, we believe we're far enough out from our fall semester that this change will not affect most families negatively, and the great benefits just described are going to outweigh any mild inconvenience. So most importantly, we believe that this will better reflect the values of the homeschool families we serve and the values we embody, both academic and spiritual, as a classical Christian education platform. The updated academic calendar can now be found in the footer of our website, and soon all the classes listed on the platform will reflect the new start time as well. As always, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to contact me at scott@kepler.education or contact our Chief Academic Advisor, Joffrey Swait, at joffrey@kepler.education. Farewell and Godspeed.